Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a dedicated drugstore video. I don't feel like I've done one of these in a very long time, and I wanted to share with you the best at the drugstore, products I think that are better than high-end. What I would recommend right now to you to go pick up and buy if you're looking for some amazing, affordable makeup at the drugstore. So thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, for wanting to know what I feel like is the best out there for affordable makeup. If you have not already, I would absolutely love for you to subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell to be notified of all my future videos, and let's jump into this drugstore video. 9 times out of 10, I always come on here with my eyebrows done. However, you're gonna see how I do my brows in this video, and these are the products I always use. I switch up the brow gel sometimes, but if you're wanting something great from the drugstore, super affordable, I use the Got To Be Glued. This is no surprise. I've raved about this for years. They've actually come out with an actual brow gel. I have not seen it myself, but I still think buying the hair gel is worth it for the brows, but it's not formulated for the face, just so you know that, but it is super affordable. I just take a little bit of the product, and this is water resistant, so coming up for the warm months, going swimming, you want your brows locked on, buy this. This is what I use for the summertime especially, because I know my brows are not going anywhere. So I just comb the product through. I do use disposable spoolies for this because this product can get a little bit hard and crusty if you're not using a disposable. Even if you clean them, I press down with my finger and then I smooth out the top edge with the spoolie just to shape it. For brow pencil, brow products, these are affordable, great color range you're gonna find, and you can get these at the drugstore. They're from NYX. This is what I pretty much always use in my brows unless I'm testing out something new or trying to use up products that I've purchased to test. This is my go-to. This is the first thing I would repurchase if I lost all my makeup. I would go to the store and pick up these brow products, and they are from NYX, both of them. I personally really love a pen, and I use a pencil just to do the line underneath my brow because I feel like it's softer and it gives me my overall shape. But then I do like brow-like hair strokes throughout my brow where I don't see the product. So I first go in with that NYX Micro Brow, and I use the shade Brunette in both. This is a brand new pencil. I just did a brow tint as well. I wish this brow looked like this one. Then I wouldn't have to fill it in so much. We have to do a little bit more work on this side. And I don't line the top, I just keep the natural shape of my brow. And then the pen is called the NYX Lift and Snatch. It's a brow tint pen. I used to use the dual-ended Urban Decay one, but this is honestly cheaper and I like the color better. I'm just going to clean up underneath my brows with concealer. I'm not going to share the concealer quite yet. I'm going to share that when I do my under eyes. But I do have a product to set the concealer, which you must check out. This next product I discovered from Nisha. I will have her channel and socials linked below. You gotta check her out. She is an incredible makeup artist. She does the most stunning looks, and she does Sephora hauls too. If you like mine, you'll love her channel. This was what she would always use to set her eyelids, and I've started doing it myself. It's the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and this has been around for years. However, this as a set to my eyeshadow is just perfect. Everything blends on. It creates the most smooth canvas. The shade 004 Sandstorm is the perfect tone for me. I will use this even just as a eyeshadow color if I want to brighten up my lid shade. If I hit pan on something, you know it is love for me because I do have quite a bit of makeup. This is great if you're oily too for the rest of your face. I just feel like this paired with concealer, if you use concealer as an eyeshadow base, is the perfect combination. Such a great affordable powder. If you don't do this step, definitely try it out because this makes such a difference for my eyeshadow. The brushes I use aren't drugstore, but I do still have my toolbox, but they're not drugstore brushes. This is just strictly focusing on the products, but I wanted to continue my toolbox because I know you guys like to see what brushes I'm using for my makeup. So that is why the toolbox is still there, but they're not drugstore brushes. For eyeshadow, I have one product I will focus on. However, I will be popping a little bit of my bronzer in the crease. The product I'm going to share with you is definitely something I think you need to check out because there's another product that this dupes. super popular, and I think you're gonna love this option. This next product technically isn't an eyeshadow either. However, I'm not gonna force a category and tell you there's an eyeshadow at the drugstore. I feel like it's better than high-end when I generally don't have any that I use. But this product is something that I've seen people use the high-end on their eyes. I've used it on my eyes, and there's a great affordable drugstore dupe that you can use, super trendy right now. And this is from Lottie London, and this is their highlighter, and it is the Diamond Bounce Illuminating Highlighter in Frosted. I'm sure many of you can guess what this is supposed to be a dupe for. It is the Diamond Balm from Fenty Beauty. So my Diamond Balm has a slight tint of my eyeshadow base in it, I guess. And even my Lottie London one is starting to do that because I use this only on my eyes. So this is a great affordable dupe if you love that super glittery look to the eyes. I'm going to be using this on my lid just with my finger. This is so pretty. And for shades like this, I genuinely feel like you don't need to spend high-end prices. You could just get this from the drugstore. It is so good, and you're definitely going to be happy with it. You can apply this on top of any eye look, and it's just going to make it pop. Then for my eyeliner, I found this at the drugstore, and I've been using it as a brown wing liner. This is so good. You can smudge this out too if you like a really smoky wing as well, but it's in a pen form, which is my preferred if I'm using liquid because it's so easy to use. This is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Grip Precision Felt Liquid Eyeliner in brown, and this is a true brown shade. It's not going to look black because I know a lot of browns can just be too dark, and it has a really nice fine tip. Wears long. It's part of the Infallible range, which I love, and you're going to see a lot of products in. If you want long wearing makeup, Infallible is the way to go. Brown is just so much softer. I love how it looks. Even out of my high-end ones, this is the one I'm reaching for, so it's 100% better than high-end. For mascara, there's so many great ones at the drugstore. You really don't need to spend high-end prices on a mascara. You can find some really great ones there. I wanted to think of products that you're not going to see in other people's videos who do similar topics to this. So this one is the Rimmel Lash Accelerator Mascara. I love this one because it's similar to the MAC Giga Black, if you're familiar with that. Has that really long, skinny brush to it. And this one has some lash growth properties in it. So I like to use this prior to lashes, which I'm going to show you, or on my lower lashes just to make them nice and long, grab at them. And for that lash growth complex that they have in this, I really like it for that. So I don't hear too many people talk about this. I feel like this went around years ago, but I still use it and repurchase. It's probably my most repurchased drugstore mascara, so I definitely wanted to show you this in this video, even though there's a bunch of others that I could genuinely say are better than high-end, because the drugstore kills it when it comes to mascara. These lashes, if you're a fan of false lashes, this is my favorite one currently at the drugstore. They are just so pretty. I've used these in a video, just wait and see. They just suit my eyes, and they're the perfect mix of your daily lash, but can be dramatic. They're super fluffy. They're from the Naked Lash collection from Ardell, which stunning lashes, all of them. You can't really go wrong with a Naked Lash from Ardell. They're so wispy and fluffy, natural, naked. They have volume and length, lightweight, clear band. What more could you want? This whole collection is my definition of a perfect lash. You don't need to buy expensive lashes. If that's what you want to do, go ahead, but the drugstore has every kind of lash you could possibly want. Kiss and Ardell are my go-to brands. This one currently is my favorite. Aren't those lashes so beautiful? I'm obsessed. For complexion, you know this is my favorite part. I test out so much complexion, and I wanted to show two things in this video because I feel like both need mention. So I figure I'm going to use this first product just as my moisturizer, as a base. However, I do use this as a daily wear product set with a little bit of powder, and it's perfect for natural makeup days. So I'm going to show you both in this video because I do want to build up the coverage because I'm going to be putting more on my face. But this is a great everyday product. I was late to the game on this. I don't hear anyone talking about this so much recently because, as I said, I am late on this, but this deserves the hype. Really affordable. I get this under $10 on Amazon, which is very rare for complexion for Canada, at least, to find products under $10. This is around $8 or $9. It is the Wet n Wild Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator. The shade range in this definitely could be improved. I mean, I can't really find my perfect depth as well as undertone in this. At least I haven't, but I can still make it work because it is a skin tint. It's sheer, so you can get away with it more if the color's not spot on. So this has hyaluronic acid, squalene, it's lightweight, non-greasy finish, sheer to medium coverage, and it's just a really nice, soft, luminous product for everyday wear if you're just wanting a little bit of tint to the skin. So this is a skin tint. I love that it's a squeeze package. Normally I put this on with a brush. However, since I'm just using it as a moisturizer today, I'm going to apply it with my fingers. This is the shade Medium Tan. I do feel like these run light. This is what I was using during the winter. But with my bronzer, powder, concealer, it just is the perfect everyday product. It still looks like my skin, and with the spot concealing plus the setting with powder, it's just great for every day. And I cannot recommend this enough. Usually if I'm going to wear this on its own, I will do a second layer just to get a little bit more coverage on my skin. However, I'm not doing that today because I don't want to get too cakey, and I have another complexion product that I just have to share because it's way better than high end. For primer, I do have another product. If you have pores like me, I really wanted to give this a mention, though I don't feel like I personally need it today because my pores are looking quite nice. I've really been at my skincare, and I've been using that Paula's Choice exfoliate, and I really do think it has minimized my pores. I don't feel like they're as prominent as before. I just feel like I'm having some pretty good skin days, especially pore-wise. But this, if you have pores like me, this is from Maybelline, and I never hear anyone talk about this. This is the Master Blur Stick. It's a pore minimizing primer. This is universal transparent. It goes on clear. Anyone can use this. And this is a stick primer, but it fills in your pores. If you really have problem area in the T-zone like me, get this stick. This is better than every stick product I've tried high end. If you like putty primers, any kind of primer like that, this really does a good job at pores. So go to the drugstore, pick this up, especially if you're just spot doing your pores. You don't need it all over and just need to really target those areas. You need this. Blur Stick. This is the best one. High-end drugstore, you need this. Saying earlier, L'Oreal Infallible line makes the best complexion products, long wearing. I wanted to give this a mention though too, but it's so hard to find. It's the L'Oreal True Match, but with hyaluronic acid. I know no one can ever find this, so that's why I'm just giving it a mention, but it's worthwhile for trying. And this, if you need something long wearing, pore perfecting, smoothing, everything. This is from L'Oreal. It's the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. I use the shade 470 when I have a tan, which I do today, so I'm going to be matching my body. My face is still looking a little light with that Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. So this is the shade that I use. I use the powder in this as well, and it's just such a great product. There's so many high-end brands that fall under the L'Oreal umbrella. This I would compare to a longer wearing version of Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. That's how this looks like on my skin. It's not as loomy, but it still looks like skin, plus has even better wear than Luminous Silk on my skin. But I do feel like it's one of those fantastic foundations. This is hyped up for a reason. I know you've probably heard about this, but for good reason. This is one of those drugstore foundations that I feel like everyone needs to try. Good shade range too. I can find my undertone quite well in this. And the formula just goes on like silk. Truly. This is like silk on the skin. This is also medium buildable, which is my personal favorite. It just truly is a joy to apply to my skin because I always have good makeup days when I use this, and the formula, it is so good. Next product is a recent love of mine, though the formula has been around for years. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I have the shade 60, which I use to contour, and a dot of this. A little goes such a long way. The pigment of this is incredible, so I'm just going to do that much, and I'm going to use this as my contour. This color is the perfect amount of coolness for my skin tone without looking gray, red, ashy, any of the things that I don't really want. I understand that contour is supposed to be cooler, but I don't like it too cool with how warm like everything is. This color doesn't pull purple like the Charlotte Tilbury contour wands. It's just genuinely my perfect contour color. For concealer, I could have picked a ton of formulas from the drugstore. There's so many great ones out there. I mean, I just used this one for contour. But I did want to talk about a couple ones from NYX, particularly one that's making the rounds on TikTok right now, actually. It is the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Concealer. So I kind of wanted to show that one in this video because if you were curious about this, due to its recent popularity on TikTok, I figured, you know what, let's show you this one in this video. I have the shade True Beige, which is super yellow. This one sometimes I will correct. However, I just wanted to show you the coverage of this. A little goes such a long way with this product. It has great coverage, and also I feel like it plays nicely with those with mature skin. It's not dry, it's not too hydrating, it won't slip. It's just finding the right shade. So you can see this is quite yellow on my skin, but does a really nice job at brightening the eye area without being too light. It's just the tone that I feel like is really nice for brightening, to have that yellow quality. I do want to get a lighter shade in this, but it's been hard to get a hold of because it is popular right now. On the NYX website, they did have a bunch in stock, but I didn't want to place one single order unless I had more products because I like getting the free shipping. I won't place an order unless I get free shipping. Another great concealer is the Bare With Me Serum. It was honestly so hard for me to pick what concealer I was going to use for this video. Let me know if you've tried the Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I know I haven't used this one on my channel, so that's why it was my pick for today. And due to how viral it is, I thought it was a perfect time to use it. I just love how it sits and plays with my other makeup and just how it looks on the under eye. I don't have any of the creasing, fine lines, accentuating, nothing, and I haven't even set it yet. It just sits really nicely on my skin. Another product that I feel like deserves more hype, and it is hyped, but I feel like it deserves more because it's so smoothing underneath the eyes. It is the Maybelline Lasting Fix Banana Translucent Setting Powder. And I'm scared about banana because I don't want it to look too yellow. This is typically as yellow as I go for that concealer. However, this pairs really nicely, and it's more of a beige tone. It's not too yellow, so don't be scared. So I'm just using a puff, and then I'm going to set my under eyes. I don't even need to blend out any creases because the concealer hasn't even creased. It sits that nicely. You can set, brighten, and bake with this powder. I just kind of press it in. Then to set the rest of my face, this is an oldie but a goodie, but one that I always go back to. And I was actually trying to pick up a new one so I wouldn't show you my beat up ones for this video because I'm going to be discarding these once I can replace them. This is my favorite drugstore powder, and it's the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage 16-Hour Wear Powder Foundation. They came out with the 24-hour one. I have yet to try it. I heard it is more dry, which is kind of scaring me off, and 16 hours is plenty. I don't need 24 hours. So this is really great because I can use it in the summer, and I feel like this waterproofs my makeup. It really locks everything down. I have friends complimenting me in the summer when we go swimming, to the pool, beach, whatever. If I have a tinted moisturizer plus this on my skin, my makeup's not moving. It looks very natural and lightweight. But this provides coverage but sets it beautifully. So I have 220 and 312 to set my face. These do hard pan quite a bit, but I find that issue with a lot of powders. So I like to take a puff and then really press this into the skin. This just smooths everything out. Haven't done this side of my face yet, but I love how flawless it makes the skin. Plus waterproofs it, honestly. I don't think it claims it, but 16-hour wear. Like, I don't need to replace this powder with that 24-hour one. I still want to try it though. But I heard it wasn't as good. I'm worried. Let me know if you've tried the 24-hour one or want to see me try that. But this is personally my favorite drugstore powder foundation. You can use this on your face to set underneath the eyes for touch-ups, whatever you want. There is a puff and a mirror to this, so it's great as an on-the-go compact touch-up. But I've never had to touch this powder up. Bronzer, hands down, no question. I didn't even need to think about this 1 second. It was just like, add to video. It is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Bronzer. This is soft matte finish, waterproof. This is such a pretty color. It's in the shade tan. So I did use this in my crease. I'm going to apply a little bit underneath my eye to finish off the eye look. Then add a bit of mascara. And then we're going to use this to bronze up the skin. If you have an olive undertone, this bronzer is perfect for you. It's really hard, especially at the drugstore, but in general, to find good olive tone bronzers, I feel. So if you have been looking, definitely check this one out. For blush, difficult. Very difficult for me to decide. Again, I was trying to think of things that you're not going to see in everyone else's video. And this one is really great because I know people are a huge fan of liquid blushes at the moment, the Rare Beauty ones. There was a couple really good ones that launched from Laura Mercier, but the formula was hit and miss. However, for this color from this brand, this is so stunning. I was shocked when I used this in a full face of this brand. This is from Lottie London. It is the Sweet Blush Liquid Blush. Unfortunately, the name isn't on here, but I will have all the products listed below. I will link this and this exact color, but this is the shade it looks like. It's the pink one. I'm going to just put a little bit on the back of my hand. This is like Hope if it was more neon from Rare Beauty. That's why I really, really like it. So I'm just using a clean 109 and I'm going to stipple this into the brush, and this can go over top of powder, and then I'm just going to lightly press it into the cheek. It gives highlight, it gives color, it gives fresh, youthful skin. Genuinely so juicy and fresh. I love this color. You can tell. And I've never heard anyone talk about this color, so try it again, as I said, to find some things that maybe you guys can check out that you might not have heard before. Obviously, there's a ton of products in here that I'm sure you have heard before, but these are my personal favorites. I normally wouldn't use this color with a yellow under eye, but that's just how it worked for the products that I wanted to use. Lip liners, complete no-brainer. These are from NYX. They are the Line Loud lip pencils. These are incredible. If you were a fan of the KKW lip pencils, Charlotte Tilbury, that kind of creaminess without bleeding or feathering, you're gonna love these. So I have two colors, Global Citizen and Total Baller. I'm gonna use Total Baller today. I do need to sharpen this though. I'm just gonna line my lips with this color. It's a really nice warm brown shade. Also, these are locked down. If you need long wear, I'm telling you, these stick on your lips. That's why they remind me of the Charlotte Tilbury, just due to the wear. They're just such an incredible wear. Highly recommend. I want to get all the shades, quite honestly, because they're that good. For my lip combo, I wasn't sure what was going to pair nicely for this look because I was truly using all my favorites and I didn't know if it would actually work together. So this is the lip that I decided on, and I love this formula. I've gone through countless ones of this color. It is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade London. The formula is matte but comfortable, ton of colors in it, and this is just my perfect nude everyday lip shade. If you've not checked out the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams, they were like the originator of a liquid lipstick, but done properly, and then they all went dry after that. I prefer a moussey consistency myself if it means that the wear isn't there, but the comfort, and my lips aren't going to look dehydrated after wearing. I love how it softens the look of my lips. It feels incredible. Number one, so incredible. When you're buying a lip pencil, throw in one of these lip creams. And then to set my face, this is my favorite one at the drugstore. Do I think it's better than high end? I'm going to say no, because my favorite setting sprays are all high end, and you would know that if you watch my channel. My favorite is Charlotte Tilbury, so I cannot say that this is better than that, but it is my favorite one at the drugstore. So it is the Catrice Cosmetics Illuminating Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Spray. This refreshes your complexion, adds a little bit more glow to it. This doesn't do anything for the wear. I find the ones at the drugstore all have alcohol in it, and my Charlotte Tilbury doesn't. It has aloe vera, I think, which helps with the grip. That's why it's so sticky. But if you know a good drugstore one, I'm open. So let me know in the comment section. Here is the completed look using all drugstore makeup. This is the best of the best at the drugstore. What I think is better than high-end, what I feel that you should spend your money on. If you're looking for amazing makeup that is affordable. I do not discriminate high-end, affordable, whatever is good to me, regardless of price point. But this is all curated into an affordable makeup video, so I hope you guys enjoy this style of video and want to see more drugstore content in the future. I'm planning on doing a full face trying new makeup of viral drugstore. I'm hoping I can get a full face of just drugstore. If not, I'll be supplementing with some other viral products. But I just got an order because I placed a big one of some viral makeup, and I cannot wait to film that. That showed up just as I was filming this video, and I'm like, I want to film that so bad now too. If you do enjoy this style of video, be sure to let me know so I can continue to do these in the future. So give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments. If you have not already, I would absolutely love for you to subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell to be notified of all my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one.